Hi, my name is Nancy, and I am a homeschool mom of 2 children. My oldest is a boy, Joel, and he is 6 years old, and my youngest is a girl named Dulcie. She just turned 5 yesterday, actually, so today we're going to give a brief homeschool update for the month of April. So our structured learning will end after May the 8th of this year. And we will continue learning through the summer months. We just won't do our sit-down studies. So we are a relaxed homeschool family. And so if you want to learn more about that and how that works, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give us a big thumbs up if you enjoy hearing others' homeschool updates. So thank you so much for joining me, and let's get started. In math, we are basically reviewing all the areas that they have already learned. We're not learning any new material right now, seeing it as it is the end of the year. So we're just going over the things that they already know. And that will keep their mind fresh for next year. So I don't have to, hopefully won't have to reteach all those things. We can go ahead and reinforce those things now, and then we'll touch up, at the beginning of next year, but hopefully we won't have to reteach anything. I didn't have to reteach anything with my son this year, so I'm hoping that we can continue like this. All right, in language arts, basically the same thing. We're just retouching the subjects that we've already touched on, except with Dulcie. Dulcie is learning sight words, and she is beginning to start reading on her own a little bit with the easy readers. So she just started doing that. We've been working and working and working until this point. So you've probably heard me mention in other updates that she's starting to read. She's starting to recognize some sight words. Well, now she's almost got it. She's almost got it. And I believe that when we start homeschooling again in July, she will have it down pat. She'll be able to read an easy reader on her own by then. That's our goal for the beginning of next year, sorry. And I'm not big on pushing kids to learn how to read or anything like that. I think that you will see the signs when your child is ready to learn to read. There is no magical age number or anything like that in which they should start reading. So don't think just because I said that she is 5 years old and I'm proud of her for starting to read and setting that goal like that for next year for her to have it down pat, that's not for every child. It's not, and I understand that. So we'll be doing a video soon about the way that you can tell that your child is old enough or mature enough, because it's more about maturity than it is the age. So as far as when they need to start reading. So in science, we are learning about the space and atmosphere. And that's awesome because our science actually comes from a biblically based curriculum. We are still using ACSI. And we can tie that into our Bible lessons that we're actually doing through our Bible reader. We just talked about day and night and how God made both and how that actually happens with the earth turning. So we just discussed that in Bible, so I'm very excited that now they're learning that in their science book, and they can see how science goes along with God's Word and how God's Word goes along with science in the way that we believe in science. So in Bible, we are actually not copying Bible verses anymore. We are learning the books of the Bible. And we started in the New Testament to do that because I just felt like it would be easier to show the New Testament rather than the Old Testament. Some of the words are a bit complicated to pronounce, like Deuteronomy. And since the kids are a little small to be doing this anyway, I wanted to try it with the New Testament first and just see how they handled it, just a few books at a time. So 2 weeks ago, we started doing that, and we started with Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the Gospels. And then we moved on to Acts, Romans, and 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians. And my son actually has learned all of those that we've talked about so far, and my daughter has learned the first 4. So I think it's going pretty well. We're going to continue reinforcing those memorizations and keep on working with it. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you've enjoyed this homeschool update and you enjoy hearing about other people's homeschools, then give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then I've noticed a lot of you are just watching the videos and you're not really subscribed to our channel. We'd love for you to become a part of our YouTube family. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We'd love to help you out with your homeschool. Let us know down below where you're at in your homeschool right now. All right. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye-bye.